And feel how every additional adjustment you make brings you into a deeper state of relaxation. And for a moment, open your eyes and find a spot on the ceiling to stare at and fix your gaze on. And so you found a space to stare and connect to the breath. And every time you exhale in your mind, repeat the word rest as you exhale. Feel long, smooth exhalations. And then on the next exhalation, I invite you to close your eyes. You can put the eye pillow on if you're using one. And then I'm going to count down from 10 to 1. And every count, we're going to find another deeper level of relaxation. And you might pair and sync up your breath with the count. 10, deeply relaxed. 9, deeply relaxed. 8, 7, 6, deeply relaxed. 5, 4, 3, deeply relaxed. 3, 2, 1, deeply relaxed. And affirm to yourself, I will remain awake and aware. I will remain awake and aware. And we're going to begin with a body scan that begins entirely on the right side of the body. I recommend staying still and to just feel, visualize, or simply repeat the name of the body part, not moving it to find it. It's normal that a finger or a toe or something might be offline and we can't feel it. And through repetition of this practice, you will regain that connection, but it's totally normal. And this is done at a moderate pace. And so just try to stay with my pace, and if you miss one, again, don't worry about it. And so begin by bringing your awareness to your left thumb, right thumb, right thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, all 5 fingers, the spaces between your fingers, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, the right elbow, upper arm, shoulder, shoulder blade, armpit, right ribs, waist, hip, right thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle, heel, sole of foot, top of foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, all 5 toes together, spaces between your toes. Going to the left side of the body, beginning by bringing your awareness to your left thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, all 5 fingers, spaces between your fingers. Palm of the hand, back of the hand, the wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, shoulder blade, the left armpit, ribs, waist, hip, thigh, left knee, lower leg, ankle, heel, sole of foot, top of foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, all 5 toes, the spaces between your toes. If Feel the whole right side of the body. The whole left side of the body. Whole right side. Whole left side. And then both sides together at the same time. And bring the awareness to the crown of the head, the very top of the head. The scalp, the forehead, the right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the space between your eyebrows, the right eye, left eye, bridge of the nose, right temple, left temple, the space between your temples, right cheek, left cheek, right nostril, left nostril, tip of the nose, upper lip, lower lip, the mouth, the teeth, tongue, chin, jaw, neck, the right collarbone, left collarbone, right side of the abdomen, left side of the abdomen, right side of the back, left side of the back, right arm, left arm, right leg, left leg. Feel the entire body. The entire body. And then begin to focus on the breath flowing in and out of the nostrils. Feeling the qualities of the air as it flows in and the qualities of the air as it flows out. Noticing temperature, the humidity of the air, how it feels. And begin to count the breath. The goal is not to reach a number, simply to count the breath. And so we'll begin by counting the next breath at 100. And you'll count down. So an inhale and exhale to 99. And an inhale and exhale to 98, and so on. And continue counting the breath as I give you a few moments of quiet. Mind might drift. Simply bring it back to counting the breath. Each time it drifts off and you notice is a moment to celebrate that you were aware. Good. And then you can discontinue counting the breath, just allowing the breath to flow in and out. And we're going to find a series of rapid visualizations. And just like the body scan, if one doesn't show up, you can't see it, it is totally normal and fine. So just move on to the next one. And as you try to see with your mind's eye each object or thing, fill in as many details as you can. Colors, textures, shadows, size. So begin by visualizing a candle burning, a bouquet of roses, a cat laying in the sun, a crescent moon, a full moon, starry sky, a bowl of apples, horses running in a field of grass, the sun rising over the mountains, a rainbow, big clouds in a blue sky. The sun setting over the ocean. Ocean waves rolling in and out on the beach. Palm trees swaying in the breeze. A dog wagging its tail. A lizard on a rock. An open book. A log cabin in the woods. A hiking trail going up the mountain. A bicycle. A pool of water. A bonfire. A daisy. And visualize yourself lying on the floor, noticing the clothes you're wearing, the color of the blanket, the floor, the room around you. And then imagine that you were observing your body from above you. You're like floating above you or looking down at yourself like you were watching a movie of yourself lying on the floor. And note that this is in the present tense, present moment. And then I invite you to visualize, like we were watching a movie and rewind, visualize a half an hour before when you were just getting ready to come to Yoga Nidra. How you felt, who was around you, quality of the air and the light. And then go a half hour before that. What were you doing an hour ago? And you can keep progressing backwards through the day, half hour at a time, visualizing all of the details. And then return to the present moment. Returning to the present moment. And I'll guide you through a series of opposites, opposite feelings, opposite ideas. And I invite you to fully immerse yourself in the experience. It might elicit a memory or an imagined event where you feel the suggestion, and try to feel it in as much detail and intensity as you like. And so begin imagining a time where you were in the light, sunshine, bright light. And it gets brighter and brighter. And then I invite you to go into darkness, experiencing the darkest nights, a new moon, hard to see, just experiencing the darkness of the night. And then return to the light. Experiencing bright white light. And then experiencing darkness. The darkest night on a new moon. And then we're going to try to experience both at the same time. And you might decide to alternate rapidly between light and dark. And you get faster and faster until you can just imagine both light and dark at the same time. Light and dark together. And then let go of that. And then I invite you to experience the tiredness. The end of a long week, so tired, you feel so heavy, and just experience that more and more. So tired. And then let go of that and experience complete energy. So energized. Feeling powerful and strong. Energy flowing through the whole body. And then feel tired. So tired, hardly keep your head up and your eyes open. So tired. And then experience so much energy through the whole body. Feel so powerful and charged up. And then I challenge you to experience both at the same time. And again, this could be a rapid switching, Or maybe one part of the body feels energized and one part of the body feels tired. Playing with feeling both tired and energized at the same time. And you can let go of that. And remember a time that you felt small. Maybe you were hiking in a forest with giant trees and you just felt tiny. And so just go into that experience of feeling tiny. So small, you're like the size of a ladybug. And then remember a time or imagine feeling really large. Large like a blue whale. Feeling so large and expansive. And return to that sensation, that feeling of tininess, so small. As small as a snowflake. And then imagine being super large, like an elephant or a whale. You are giant. And then try to feel both at the same time. Feel both large and small at the same time. Then letting go of that. And remembering a time where you felt really sad or grief. And letting the feeling of sadness or grief fill the whole body. Sadness or grief filling the whole body. And then remember a time when you felt super joyous or blissful, happy. And feel happiness, joy filling the entire body. The bliss keeps growing and growing in intensity. Return to the sadness or grief. Letting sadness or grief fill the whole body. And remembering that joyous feeling, that joyous experience, and letting the bliss, happiness, joy fill the whole body. And then feeling both together at the same time. Happy and sad at the same time. Joy and grief at the same time. And let go of that. And then imagine letting go of the opposites. You're going to imagine the sun in the sky, that it's directly above you. And imagine that you could see the sunbeams, and one is a direct line from the sun to the crown of your head. But in fact, there's a bunch of sunbeams around that single beam, and they envelop your entire body. Sun rays, sunbeams enveloping the entire body. Feel the warmth of sunshine on your skin. And then begin to imagine that you're breathing in the light. The light is in the form of waves and photons, these little particles. And so you'd imagine that we're breathing in these little light particles, drawing them into the lungs. They fill the chest and the belly. And the light is there to stay. And as you continue breathing, as you're enveloped in these sunbeams, the light expands from the chest and the belly, filling into your hips. Sunlight filling into the hips. And the light's there to stay. And as you continue inhaling, and the breath keeps flowing in, drawing in light particles, and the light travels into the right arm and hand. Visualizing the right arm and hand filled with light. The light's there to stay. And light begins to flow into the left arm, breathing light into the left arm and hand. And the light is there to stay. And as you continue breathing, the light begins to flow into the right leg. Light fills the right leg and the foot. The light is there to stay. And the light flows into the left leg and the left foot. The light is there to stay. the light begins to flow into your head. Filling the head and the neck. And the light is there to stay. Light is filling your whole body. Light is filling your entire body. And this bright white light heals everything. The light heals the physical, mental, and emotional aches and pains. And as you continue breathing in light, you feel more and more content, more and more grateful. The light continues to fill the body brighter and brighter, and you feel more and more love, more and more positive energy. More and more sense of worthiness. And reaffirm, I'm awake and aware. I'm awake and aware. And go back to that visualization of light. And the whole body begins to emit this light, and you are shining like a star. Light fills all of the space around you, filling this room. The light shines beyond the room into the street. And you're glowing so profoundly. The light expands to illuminate all of Paonia, all of the western slope, and beyond. The light continues to expand, illuminating the entire planet and beyond. Perhaps you have some questions that you've been wondering, maybe problems to solve. And imagine that your light beams just illuminated the answer for you. It's just there in space, there for you to illuminate as you choose to do so. When you feel resolved, then come back to that visualization of you lying on the floor. Visualizing yourself lying on the floor. And then imagine, because we're not doing this, but we're imagining that, like we were watching a movie of ourselves, that you're to get up off of the floor, and this room has a magic door in the back. And you open the door, And you go, and the doorway is going into the future, to when you complete that action step you wrote down. So remember your action step for achieving your goal. And in visualizing yourself doing that thing in this moment, and noticing where you are in that, beyond that magic door, where you are, and what you're doing, and how you feel, and who is around you, who is with you. And you complete that important action and notice how you feel in your body. Is there a sensation that shows up somewhere? And if so, or maybe it's a more of an emotional feeling, but allowing that sensation or feeling to grow in intensity more and more, filling the whole body, just like you filled the body with light. And when you've completed that, then come back to the visualization of laying on the floor. You close the door, that magic door behind you. You're visualizing yourself lying on the floor. And one more time, you get up off of the floor and you watch yourself. Take your soft steps to the back of the room and you feel that door handle in your fingers and touching the palm of the hand. And you turn the door handle and you walk through that door, but this time you're even further in the future. And you're in that time and space where you achieve your goal that you wrote down. Feeling how good it feels to achieve that goal. And filling in the details, just like you're watching a movie, the sounds you hear, where you are, the quality of the light, noticing the people you're with. Noticing the sensation on your skin. Noticing the sensations in your body as it feels so good to have this goal finally achieved. And let that feeling in the body grow in intensity until it fills the whole body, just like you filled it with light. And you feel that feeling expand into the skin and maybe beyond the skin, into the space around you. That feeling like an egg surrounding you. And let go of the imagery of that goal manifestation. And find yourself imagining a time when you felt completely blissful, peaceful. Noticing again where you are and how it feels in your body. Finding yourself in that super happy spot. completely blissful, grateful, peaceful, filled with positive energy. You feel worthy, completely at ease, and you recognize this to be your authentic self, your true self. And imagine that feeling of bliss and gratitude, peace, love, positive energy, like that light, fills the whole body, fills the space around you. It fills into the street, filling all of the western slope, filling the entire globe and beyond. Bathing the whole universe in bliss, your bliss, love, peace, positive energy, creativity, filling the whole universe. And then come back to that goal you wrote down in the positive present tense. And with that good feeling, I invite you in your mind to silently repeat your goal 3 times to yourself. Good. And letting go of that. And feeling the air passing in and out of the nostrils. Air passing in and out of the nostrils. And feeling and visualizing your body in this room, laying on the floor. Feel each breath that you draw in. Fill the body with vitality and energy. Every breath in fills the body with vitality and energy. Feel your body on the floor and feel your breath creating these little tiny shifts of the clothing or the blanket on your skin. coming back into your body. And imagining, not doing it quite yet, but imagine where the first movement you would take would be. You're going to get a complete, sensational, imagined experience, how it will feel to move that body part. Once you have a complete idea, and as if for the first time, you're going to slowly take that first movement, experiencing it, comparing it to how you imagined it would be. Perhaps breathing in a little more deeply, feeling every breath in draw more and more energy into the body. Feeling yourself in this room. And allowing each little movement to draw that energy into fingers and toes, your wrists and ankles, feet and hands. More and more energy flowing into your body, creating a sense of vitality and energy. Keep the eyes closed, but it might be nice to begin rolling the head side to side on the floor. And then I'm going to count up from 1 to 5. And when I reach 5, you'll feel fully awake and aware, fully alert. 1, feeling yourself in the room, feeling energy in your body. 2, each breath brings you more and more energy. You feel really good, comfortable, at peace. 3, you are filled with light and positive energy. 4, imagine feeling cool spring water bathing your face and your eyes feel sparkling clear. 5, you feel awake and aware, fully alert. Begin to wiggle fingers and toes. You can stretch. And eventually, take your time. Eventually can roll to one side. And pausing there for a moment, feeling completely supported. Perhaps allowing a slight opening of your eyelids just to let in a crescent of light in, and integrating this deep relaxation with the external environment, the internal experience with the external experience. And whenever you feel ready, you can press your way up to seated.